It's the noob, expert noob, and in this series of videos here, we let the wheel decide how we are going to do the Cayo Perico heist. Sometimes it goes straight, smooth, and easy. Sometimes it's a pain in my butt, and you get a good laugh out of it. So let's get into it and spin the wheels and see how we got to do this heist. Well, guys, you know by that intro, it's that time again to let the wheel pick its torture for me to do the heist. And let's see, we had the long fin last week, so hopefully we don't get it again. Although we do like the long fin, it's the meta to use to get to the island. So let's see what the wheel is going to give me. Will it be the Alchemist Vellum Annihilator Patrol Boat, or Longfin, or Kasaka? Let's see what the Wheel of Torture has in store for me. And we will be using the Kasaka. Yes. That means that we can also use it as an escape point this time. Alright, let's go on to the next one. Okay, since we got the Kasaka as our entry vehicle, we'll be entering the compound via the drainage tunnel. So, island entry, compound entry is already picked for us with the Kasaka, so let's go on to our escape point. What's the Wheel of Torture going to give me? Will it be something decent, like the bottom of the map? Well, no, because we're going to the compound first, so... Oh no, it's going to give me the Kasaka again. That's a first. Out of these videos, I've never had the Kasaka and Kasaka together. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, now for our secondary loot, which we'll be getting after we rob the compound. Kind of sucks doing it that way, but yeah, it is what it is. So let's see what the Wheel of Torture has in store. And we will be going to main dock. Okay. Not that great because there's usually not a lot of loot there that we can grab as a solo player. Alright. We'll do what the Wheel of Torture says we have to do. Alright, now time for our weapons. Which one is it going to give us? Will it be the Marksman, Crackshot, Conspirator, Aggressor, Saboteur? One of those the Wheel of Torture will give us. Let's see what it's going to be. And we will have... Yep, the Crackshot. Not the best. But alright, let's go on to the next one. Alright, disguise or no disguise kind of doesn't really matter here because we're going to doing the compound break-in first. So it's not going to really matter too much, and so we're just going to spin it to see what it says. So let's see what the Wheel of Torture says. Now watch it pick a disguise this time. Like I said, it'll pick it this time. The last 3 or 4 it hasn't. Oh, this wheel hates me. Alright, okay. On to the next one. Alright, so now that it gave me the disguise, which here lately, it's been giving me disruption risk missions and no disguise. So since I got the disguise, it's probably going to give me no disruption missions, which will suck. But let's see what it says. Maybe I'll get lucky. I doubt it with these. And, well, I guess I did get lucky. Disruption missions. Good. We need that. Alright, on to the last one. Alright, time for the last wheel. Will it be daytime or nighttime? So far, we got the Kasaka to enter, Kasaka to exit, main dock for our loot, the Crackshot, which ain't all that great. We get our disguise, but it's not going to really benefit us. And we get the disruption missions, which will benefit us, because I know I'll probably set the damn alarm off. So anyways, let's see what we get. Will it be during the day? Will it be during the night? The Wheel of Torture decides. And daytime. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and set this up, and we'll see you back in a YouTube minute. Okay, now that we got the Wheel of Torture done and what we have to do according to it, let's go ahead and get this set up and get it going. So we are going with the Kasaka. All right, Kasaka. Drainage tunnel. Kasaka. Daytime. There we go. Don't want to make that mistake again. Alrighty. Now let's get our swim on. And we will fast forward through this. Okay. Now for the swim in. All right, now for the quick run. Now, let's see. Wait for this guy to turn. There you go. Sneak past him. Wait for this blind guard. Yep. All right. Let's see here. We're going to... How much money do we get here? Will it be good? No, it won't. All right. We're going to go ahead and snag this painting since there's nothing but cash at the main dock. And I want to leave the island with a full bag. All right, and we will fast forward past this.